Victoria's opposition leader is set to address the media this hour as he faces calls from a leading Indigenous elder to apologise for the coalition's U-turn on treaty or resign. Our political reporter in Victoria is Simon Love. He joins us live now. Simon, you've spoken at length with Marcus Stewart. What did he have to say?
Well, Kieran, Ilum Bullock man of the Tanarung Nation, Marcus Stewart, has spoken with me at length. He's the former co-chair of the First Peoples Assembly of Victoria, and he noted the hurt and also anger in the community at the coalition's changed stance when it comes to treaty in Victoria. Now, this all goes back to Sunday evening when Peter Walsh, the coalition's Aboriginal Affairs spokesperson, in an interview with me on Sky News, revealed that the coalition no longer supported the treaty process. Now, Marcus Stewart says that he was one of a number of elders at the time that had successfully negotiated bipartisan support, particularly in June 2022, when the Treaty Advancement Bill was put before the Parliament. And while he says it's disappointing that the coalition has now changed its mind, he says that treaty will still be able to be advanced over the coming years, and that it may not just be about the length of time it takes, but it is about the process. But he says John Pesutto, though, needs to have a think about this decision.
To find out on TV and radio that they've withdrew their support in the week of January 26, they're playing politics, they're trying to dog whistle, they owe the Assembly, John Pesutto owes the Assembly an apology at a minimum, or he should resign as opposition leader. Their political position and their policy position. I don't agree with it, but they're entitled to it. The disrespect shown to our community, to our elders and to the First Peoples Assembly of Victoria is absolutely absurd. They owe the Assembly an apology, or he should resign as opposition leader.
Spoken with a number of Liberal MPs and sources over the last 24 hours in the fallout from this story, which certainly dominated state politics here in Victoria over the last 24 hours. They say that they hope that this issue may wash over in the coming days, and now that it's good that the stance on treaty has been revealed, the focus, they hope, may now shift to how the government will actually implement or at least negotiate a treaty agreement. But certainly there's been a lot of criticism about the transparency of the coalition having made a decision in November and only revealing it in an interview with me at the weekend. But also, quite cheekily, Marcus Stewart says that this decision could spell trouble for John Pesutto in his state seat of Hawthorn, which, when you extrapolate that seat into a federal sphere, around 60% of voters actually voted in favour of the voice referendum, which of course failed in October last year. So Marcus Stewart said cheekily that he may even consider it till at that state seat.
I'm not running for Hawthorn, but if we keep seeing the performance that we are out of the opposition leader, I'll strongly be considering whether I'll tilt my hat, this hat, in the seat of Hawthorn.
Now, I spoke with John Pesutto's office about Marcus Stewart's sentiments and comments earlier this morning. They declined to comment ahead of a news conference scheduled here at Parliament shortly.